We're back with Wrestling in Mom's Basement year-end awards. We're still chugging along here.
Best turn. To be given best defense for Gunther and a benefit of performing most. I got two. But previous winners for this award for me: 09 Punk, 2010 Kane, 2011 Mark Henry, 2012 Big Show, 2013 Randy Orton, 2014 Seth Rollins, 2015 The New Day, 2016 AJ Styles, 2017 Sami Zayn.
So going on turns, my number 5 is going to be Charlotte. It was good whatever she did. I'm not sure if you can classify it as a turn though, so that's why she is considerably lower.
Mm-hmm.
And almost the same excuse for the next one, Becky Lynch. I'm not sure you can actually say she turned heel because the crowd pretty much refused to accept her as a heel. Number 3, I'm actually going to put Johnny Gargano here. Pretty much he's the guy that tried so hard to stop Tommaso Ciampa's mission of being NXT champion that the crowd actually went from fully supporting him to like, okay, Johnny, just give it a rest. And then all of a sudden he was just owing it so much that he had to take Aleister Black out of his way. And that surprise moment on NXT, he attacks Aleister and reveals himself.
Number 2 for me, Dean Ambrose.
Number 2 for me is Daniel Bryan.
Number 1 for me, Daniel Bryan.
Number 1 is Dean.
The idea behind Best Third is to honor somebody who switched roles and became better for it. The name that immediately came to mind was the new Daniel Bryan, who had just had decent runs as a babyface, and has transformed himself into not just the best heel, but the best overall performer in the WWE in the last 2 months. I really like the motivation for the turn. Bryan felt like he had to do it in order to win the WWE title. As Bryan has said, he did one low blow at one time to win the title, which shows that he's smart. I also enjoy his heel promos as an environmentalist, the rips on the fans for not caring about the earth like he does. It's very entertaining to me, and I'm looking forward to more of heel Dean Ambrose. I think he'll be more comfortable in the role in the long term. The start has been a bit slow, that's why I couldn't give him the winner. But once he gets into some meaningful feuds, he'll do well.
To me, yeah, you don't necessarily have to give an award for one moment, but I thought that one moment was big. I don't think there's going to be a heel turn like that in quite some time. Pretty much it was the same night, you all know, Roman announced that he had to drop the title due to his cancer diagnosis. And that night, Dean and Seth won the tag team titles for Roman and just celebrating as the Shield. And then all of a sudden, Dean turns on him. I don't think it was anybody expected, and I think that movement is too huge to not get the tops.
Best individual promo is up next. This award started in 2012, and I gave it to, in 2012, Kane's speech at Anger Management. 2013, Mark Henry's retirement, fake retirement. 2014, Daniel Bryan occupied role face-to-face with Triple H. 2015, The Rock at WrestleMania 31. 2016, The Miz and Daniel Bryan on Talking Smack. 2017, Festival of Friendship with Kevin Owens turning on Chris Jericho on Raw. I only have 2.
I still have 5, so my number 5 is going to be Triple H's unfinished business promo against The Undertaker. Literally right after SummerSlam in Brooklyn. I remember going into that show thinking, like, I'm not really into seeing Taker and Triple H again. I just don't want it. After Triple H started cutting that promo, I was like, all right, yeah, I want it now. I'm really looking forward to this. Unfortunately, the match didn't necessarily live up to that hype, but Triple H made a flat no to hell yes, in my mind. The next one will be Gargano explains why he attacks Aleister. I didn't expect that heel-like promo out of Johnny. And pretty much it put him on a good path from over babyface to heel, pretty much. Number 2, I have Becky explain. Number 3, I'm sorry. Number 3, Becky explains why she attacked Charlotte. again, almost the same excuse, but I thought there was a bit more action to it, especially when Charlotte came out and pretty much tried to get the babyface reaction in Brooklyn. Probably anywhere else it probably would have worked because she pretty much said you threw away your friendship because of the title. But I thought Becky did extraordinarily well, and it ended up in a huge brawl.
My number 2 was exactly that. Becky Lynch explained why she attacked Charlotte at SummerSlam, SmackDown on the 21st, 2012.
Number 1 for me would be Daniel Bryan returns. I'm sorry.
Number 2.
Number 2. Daniel Bryan returns. It's literally the moment Daniel Bryan returns, and he pretty much explains everything that happened, and pretty much brought us along for the ride again.
While you're reading off my list, the winner for me, Daniel Bryan, announced that he's been cleared to return on SmackDown on March 20th, 2018.
Number 1 for me is Becky Lynch invades Raw.
Daniel Bryan's Fight for Your Dreams promo was just great pro wrestling promo. It was an awesome speech for anybody that needs a pick-me-up for their life. I thought Bryan was honest, open, and very entertaining when he told about what it meant to be able to wrestle again. He was grateful for the support. He thanked his wife Brie Bella for pushing him, and the whole thing was very inspirational. I don't know if I ever been that happy for a guy during a wrestling promo. But when his face and crowd react to him, it was beautiful to see. SummerSlam was when Becky Lynch started to get a lot of momentum. So when she got in the ring at the following SmackDown, told her why she attacked her best friend Charlotte Flair, there's a lot of pressure on her to deliver a great promo. I thought Lynch did an awesome job of explaining her actions while the fans are hanging on her word. I could pick a lot of things for this, as I mentioned earlier, but I thought those 2 promos really stood out the most.
Actually, the reason why I was screwing up the numbers is I forgot about Becky invading Raw. For some reason, it can be counted as a promo. Yeah, that was just awesome. Becky literally just being the man. That was her Stone Cold in the sharpshooter bleeding moment.
Biggest news story here. In previous years, Stardust in 2009, Shane McMahon leaves WWE, 2009. 2010, the departure of several big names. For example, Shawn Michaels. 2011, the death of Randy Savage, unfortunately. 2012, Jerry Lawler's heart attack. 2013, the WWE Network still isn't here. 2014, CM Punk leaving WWE. 2015, injuries decimate the roster. 2016, the year the Emperor first strike, WWE signs 4 top New Japan stars. And 2017, Kurt Angle and the Hardy Boys return to WWE. This I have 5 for this song.
Okay, so number 5 for me is going to be Crown Jewel and everything that came up from that. Literally, Saudi Arabia had a big scandal with a murdered reporter, and pretty much WWE faced a ton of backlash because it was leading up to Crown Jewel.
Number 5 for me, it kind of goes hand in hand, because when I wrote this, I didn't know what to expect from the one show, and we still don't know what to expect from the other. 5, I didn't know what the show was going to lead to until today. It was announced what it was leading to. So All In / Ring of Honor New Japan and Madison Square Garden. All In should be higher on his own, but we didn't know it was leading to All Elite until literally today while we're filming it.
Yeah.
Now it will be higher. And Ring of Honor New Japan...
Well, technically now it's 2019, so that would count towards next year.
When we do this.
Well, this year.
This year, in December when we do this.
Next year for the awards, this current year.
Yeah.
An actual.
And Ring of Honor New Japan kind of went hand in hand because it's 2 companies for the first time since 1920. That's not WWE and Madison Square Garden.
Number 4 for me would be Ronda Rousey signing with WWE. I remember just hearing at the time of, oh my god, Ronda Rousey signing with WWE. They picked up a huge mainstream star that a lot of people actually know who Ronda Rousey is.
She was one of my picks to win the Rumble wish. Literally,
yeah,
she was one of the 4 picks I did.
I think she was one of mine too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, 4, Daniel Bryan returns to the ring for me.
Number 3, I'm giving it to All In. Again, a major 10,000 seat arenas show sold out, and people are raving about it. It definitely should be news to WWE.
3 for me, Ronda Rousey signs with WWE.
Number 2, I'm going to say WWE inks a deal, $1 billion deal with Fox for SmackDown.
Number 2, same WWE signs 2 TV contracts worth over $2 billion. And number 1?
Number 1, I'm giving it to Roman's leukemia. It literally came out of nowhere. It shocked everybody. And pretty much it's still affecting Raw even to this day.
Oh yeah, the winner for me too, Roman Reigns announces leukemia. And when Roman still in the ring with Raw on October 22nd, with the Universal title on his shoulder, he told the world he has leukemia. Excuse me. Again, Reigns told the story of how he beat leukemia in his early 20s, but now he's back, he has to go home to fight again. I remember sitting there here with a stunned look on my face because I felt sad for him. He just wrote a guy named Joe, has a wife, daughter, and twin sons at home. So nobody knows if or when Roman will wrestle again, and that's okay because of what he's dealing with. But we should hope first that he's able to live a long, normal life, whether that's in a wrestling ring or else he may choose to do. And the news of WWE signed deal to the USA Network to keep rolling there for 5 more years, and SmackDown moved to Fox for 5 years was huge. The 2 deals are worth over $2 billion combined, which had a huge increase over what WWE is currently getting at. That drove the WWE stock price to as high as the $90 range earlier this year as well. And Ronda Rousey joined WWE. The Royal Rumble was a massive signing that helped propel WWE's women's division throughout the year, with Rousey emerging as a headline act. And Daniel Bryan's return has been mentioned a few times already on here. It was a nice surprise. We're celebrating for sure. And the All-In Ring on New Japan. Things like that aren't supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But they do. Next, Best Babyface. Previous years, I gave this award, we actually started in 2011, Best Babyface. 2011, Randy Orton. 2012, Cena. 2013, Dan Bryan. 2014, Dolph Ziggler. 2015, John Cena. 2016, Dean Ambrose. 2017, AJ Styles. I got 6.
6, okay.
Number 6, Roman Reigns.
Yeah. I can see why you added him. He's pretty much not going to get booed when he comes back.
No.
Number 5 for me would be Mustafa Ali.
Number 5, Charlotte Flair.
Number 4 for me is Seth Rollins.
Same.
Number 3 is Ricochet.
Number 3, AJ Styles.
Number 2 for me would be pretty much he's one of the strongest baby faces ever, especially at the beginning of the year, Johnny Gargano.
Same.
Number 1 for me is AJ.
Number 1, Becky Lynch.
Okay.
This was one of the hardest categories for me to pick because there are a lot of great choices for babyface. As I sat for me, I had to focus on just the loudest reactions. For the fans on a consistent basis, that's Becky Lynch, right? I think so. The crowds are so loud for that they even cheer her name when she's not even on the show. I don't want to say she's getting Steve Austin on the Rock level ovations, but for this era, it's impressive to see how much the people like her. Plus, her work in the ring on the microphone. It's great enough that I can say she deserves this one. If Johnny Gargano didn't turn heel a few months ago, I may pick him for this because he was the most popular guy in NXT. I just think Becky's past everybody in this category. I think Styles and Rollins are in a similar role on opposite shows, except Rollins is in the main title picture on Raw, like AJ is SmackDown. They're both very good at what they do with each man, likely in these roles for a long time. Charlotte Flair is easy to like. Yeah, I know, hate me, I don't give a fuck. And backs up her performances in the ring. And I've always liked Roman Reigns, and he plays real well despite what his critics may think.
Charlotte at this point is, well, minus the fact that she can turn the face a lot more easily, she's a lot like John Cena in that position with the fans.
Yeah.
She put on great performances, but usually be called overhyped. I literally didn't put Becky Lynch on my list because I literally went for true straight baby faces.
Which is fair enough.
And pretty much Becky Lynch became a lot more popular because she adopted heel tactics.
Mm-hmm.
I will flat out agree that she's the most popular star in WWE right now. But I literally held her off just because she adopted a little bit more heel tactics to get more popular.
Alright, up next, Best Heel. The winners of this award for me, 2011, Christian. 2012, Daniel Bryan. 2013, Paul Heyman. 2014, Seth Rollins. 2015, Seth Rollins. 2016, AJ Styles. 2017, The Miz. I have 5.
I have 5 as well. So number 5 for me, pretty much more or less just to add a woman. There were a lot of choices there, but I think the top heel woman on the roster has been Alexa Bliss this year. She's been a thorn in the side of Nia Jax in that very oddly booked feud, but she did a good job for the role she was given. And then I thought she was the perfect opponent for Ronda Rousey to get her crown in the Raw Women's title.
Number 5, Undisputed Era.
Okay. Number 4 for me would be Drew McIntyre. He came in, is straight up dominating Raw left and right.
Number 4, Sheamus and Cesaro.
Okay. Number 3 for me is Randy Orton. Literally just go look literally just go look at Hell in a Cell this year and his match with Jeff Hardy, where he literally jammed a screwdriver in Jeff's ear and started twisting.
Though I'm interested in who you forgot in place of Alexa out of my top 3.
It was literally down to her or Undisputed Era.
Oh, okay. Number 3, Samoa Joe.
Number 2 for me, Samoa Joe.
Number 2 for me, The Miz.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, you put Alexa on your list and not The Miz. I know you told me how much we are.
Alright, number 5 is The Miz, alright?
I'm just saying. We're going by body of work.
Number 1, Tommaso Ciampa.
Sorry, seriously, the woman heels this year were not as strong as the woman baby faces, let's be honest. Though, if you're going to put a woman heel in there, I did have this woman at my number 7, because I forgot working. At my number 7, Shayna Baszler. If you're talking about strong heel work for a woman, that can back up in. Number 1, Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa had a fantastic year as a maniacal heel. Now he's a puppet.
Maniacal.
That sounds good. He's a puppet master too now. That became the NXT champion over the summer and has shown no signs of slowing down. The key thing to him is I don't know if he's going to be on the main roster in 2019. That's the key thing with him.
Okay.
Or if he's somebody that will be a cornerstone of NXT for most of his career. The Miz has been better than ever the last few years. I thought maybe this year he'll get pushed to the WWE title level, but they had it for him. I think WWE likes him his roles up him in car heel, but not necessarily the main event level. Samoa Joe is a true old school kind of heel that isn't interested in telling jokes. He's there to kick ass. I think the Bar and the Undisputed Era are both well polished acts in the tag division. And the only reason I didn't list Daniel Bryan as a runner-up, because clearly you know I've been loving Daniel Bryan this year.
Just started.
Is because his heel run lasted less than 2 months. If he's a heel for most of 2019, then he's probably going to win the award next year because he's amazing.
Yeah.
Up next, the next big thing award, which is to be given to the wrestlers, most likely be the next big thing in the new year. Pretty much never can't hold WWE or World Title Championship back in the day, Universal Championship, or either women's title on the main roster. In 2009, I predicted this to be John Morrison.
Okay.
I was kind of wrong. 2010, Alberto Del Rio. I actually got that one right. 2011, Cody Rhodes. I'm 7 years old. 2012, Dolph Ziggler. He did win World Championship the next year.
Yeah.
2013, Roman Reigns. 2014, Bray Wyatt. 2015, Sami Zayn. How did I not hold gold gel on the main roster? 2016, Shinsuke Nakamura. Okay, I missed that one a little bit. 2017, Rusev. I think we might be getting somewhere. I did good in the middle of 2010s though. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7, Mandy Rose.
Okay.
Not that I want to, but you know she's going to be.
Yeah.
Number 6, Ember Moon.
Okay.
Number 2, woman.
Alright, I literally have one woman, and she's going to be in my 5th spot. I'm going to choose Bianca Belair.
That's a, that's my girl. Number 5, Pete Dunne.
Number 4, I'm choosing Tommaso Ciampa. He's literally only number 4, just because I think you might be right. I'm not sure if he's going to go up to the main roster in 2019.
I really feel like NXT is going to become the official third brand this year.
Yeah.
By 2020, I feel like NXT is going to be part of the Superstar Shakeup, is what I mean.
Yeah.
Not just setting people up. I mean, then we're going to be taking steel acts from Raw and SmackDown.
Putting them on the NXT.
That's why I said that too. And with FS1 being involved, maybe, for NXT, yeah. Number 4 for me, Adam Cole.
Number 3 for me, Adam Cole.
Number 3, Drew McIntyre.
Number 2 for me, Pete Dunne.
Number 2, Matt Riddle.
Oh, okay. Number 1 for me, Drew McIntyre.
Number 1 for me, Velveteen Dream.
Okay.
My base, like I said, the base movers were somebody I had never picked before, and there's never been to the WWE World or Universal Championship for this. Actually, my fault. I didn't give it to Rusev last year. Rusev was my runner-up. I put it on me. For a second in a row, I could give it to Braun Strowman. That's what I picked. But he's already consistently better. So he's close enough to the title, but he's trying to run win right now. But he's close enough. I may be a year or two early on the Velveteen Dream choice, but it's harder than not that the 23-year-old is destined for greatness. Last year was developed as a character. This year he showed he has the tools to be great in the ring. The fact that he's already having nearly 5-star matches already tells me that there are no limits to what he can do in the future. He reminds me of a Brock Lesnar, John Cena, or Randy Orton in 2002. When they were rookies on the main roster, that went on to do great things. The difference is that with NXT in place, WWE may choose to keep him in NXT for next year to put a title in. See how he does the champion and bring him to the main roster. I think he's ready for the main roster now.
Yeah.
But at his age, there's nothing wrong waiting. If he stays at NXT, he'll probably be NXT champion by the summer, if not earlier. Matt Riddle could be a huge difference maker on the main roster. If he can become a polished all-around performer, he needs to work on his promos a little bit while on NXT, because I like that, but not everybody gets that.
Yeah.
But
you just may need to learn to translate it a little better. That's all.
He goes debut, but in ring he's got all the tools to be a top guy. It's weird to listen to Drew McIntyre because he was a candidate for this award like a decade ago.
Yeah.
The fact is, he hasn't been full-time main event or world champion yet. So he's a solid choice as well. Adam Cole is a tremendous all-around talent that may only be hurt by his size. However, when guys like AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan push to the top, that's a good sign for him. Pete Dunne's only 25 years old. I'll keep on saying that. So he's another guy with a bright future that we may be talking about as a top guy in a few years. He has time to be there. I think Ember Moon and Mandy Rose can both be big stars. One hopefully way more than the other. It's just tough right now because the women on top are in their prime with no signs of slowing down. So how can those break through? I think both have a lot of potential. Next up, best tag team of the year. 2009 gave it to Jericho and Big Show. 2010 Hart Dynasty. 2011 Airboom. 2012 Team LMO. 2013 Seth and Roman. 2014 the Usos. 2015 the New Day. 2016 the New Day. 2017 the Usos. So gee, you know what WWE's tag division has been the last 4 years. I have 4 because literally 4 is all I could give, but I think I know a 5th I could easily get under 5. So maybe I join the party.
Alright, number 5 for me is the Usos.
Number 5, Mustache Mountain.
Number 4 for me, Drew and Dolph.
Number 4, the Usos.
Number 3 for me, the New Day.
Same here.
Number 2, Mustache Mountain.
Number 2, Undisputed Era.
Number 1, Undisputed Era.
Number 1, The Bar.
To me, Undisputed Era has been pulling on the best tag team performances this year. Raw and SmackDown have both been lacking in the tag team department, which may actually be a bigger condemnation of SmackDown than it is Raw, because if you look at SmackDown's roster, it should be a lot better than it is right now. But Raw's tag division isn't that great either. So that led me to the top 2 teams this year for NXT and NXT UK, and being the Mustache Mountain and Undisputed. Undisputed has had more grand performances.
The reason I went with The Bar is it was a tough choice for my top 4 teams. I thought I'd decide, but now let's go over some of the main roster pay-per-views. And I noticed I didn't have no bar matches lower than B this year. They've been just consistent between B's and A's. And for the main roster, that's damn impressive. I really admired the way they went from 2 single stars 3 years ago now, and they morph into a great heel team, or a great tag team in general, that's able to work the power style against small teams, and they make everything look easy. The timing is always great. The Undisputed Era well-oiled machine, they're as good as any of the main roster teams. It's just a matter of when they get the chance on the main roster. New Day are consistently great and always entertain me doing their wacky bits as well. I enjoy their sense of humor. Because I have a brain of a 2-year-old. The Usos have been hurt by becoming faces, I think. I thought they were better in this gimmick as heels, but they're still arguably the best team. They are still arguably the best team this decade.
Yeah, I think so.
For
too,
WWE. It's been a great year for tag team wrestling in the NXT. And you know what? First issue side that's more of the push of the tag teams.
Yeah.
It's not the match quality, believe me. So in that regard, it's been a great year. We'll start off saying matches. Raw, one of the worst years I can remember for actual tag teams. Did you change that next year? I gotta charge my phone. We'll be back in the next video. I say that.